And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say.
Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Coin. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. Two things to start off with. For the orange hair, just understand it's part of a Halloween costume. And the second, I had a back injury earlier this week. So if you see me wince or just suddenly do something that's out of character that looks like I'm in pain, chances are I probably am. It's nothing directly reflective of your read unless I say that it is, right? I will be open, vocal, and honest about that. But yeah, that's just what's going on from my end as a tarot card reader. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your first and last for the month of November. First and last is the style of reading that I do. Aces on top, tens on the bottom with each respective element, water, earth, fire, and air going across. And all this represents is with the top, with the aces, what's new, what's coming in, emotional fulfillment, opportunities, things of that nature, or renewal, depending on the context. If there's a history with you and another or you in a situation. And the bottoms with the tens, what culminations, what endings, what lessons, etc. have been had, learned, or will be. As a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even if it gets tough, understand I, as a tarot card reader, will sit with you through everything. The good, the bad, the otherwise. That's why I do what I do, right? I hope that what I say is valuable. So follow along with me into the read today, Gemini, for your first and last in the month of November. And yeah, let's see what the cards say, okay? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Cups for Gemini in their read, first and last, moving into November. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Gemini in this read today? Ooh, well, I'll take that. Okay. Finding fulfillment in what is invested or held onto. Four of Pentacles came out. Almost hit me in the face. What else? So why are we holding on? Why are we finding fulfillment in that? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Gemini in the read. Seven of Cups. The notion of possibility around what? Okay, good. Nine of Swords. So, what's bringing you fulfillment right now, Gemini, is that, hey, there's an opportunity I see is still possible. I'm going to keep my eye on the prize. I'm going to go for it, right? I'm not going to give up. I know that other pathways are available, and I'm also comfortable with those. But right now, I'm trying to aim for something very particular. Okay, cool. I'm glad that we find investment in our goals and intentionality with our purpose. Next to the Ace of Pentacles. What defines a new opportunity that I guess Gemini is aiming for here? Because again, that Four of Pentacles came flying out, right? What we held on to, what are we aiming for? What's represented in new opportunity for Gemini in their read today? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Mastery, something related to talent and craft. I'll hold off before I say what I say, but I think I know where this is going. Two of Cups, yep. In what way? The Empress. So one interpretation, a lot more prevalent than the other, but the other could still be on the table as well. Who knows? The first. Someone is, I'm assuming, either got signs or got some type of confirmation of an elevation in their position, job related, right? Then opportunity they've been keeping their eye on, even pastly being like, is that still a thing? Hold on, let me check my email real quick, right? You're saying, oh, wow, this might be a possibility. Yeah. Right? Almost like, vigorously pressing that button to try to see that, maybe the opportunity is for me, right? And understanding that, hey, I got to go for it. No fear, just action, right? The second interpretation that I have here is that we're seeing a new opportunity and emotional investment in another person, right? That's much smaller for a smaller collective of the Gemini out there, but it's still very much present because again, we're holding on to a possibility with another. It could be that, but I'm largely getting the a successful standpoint regardless. Either way, one much more than the other. That something I've held on to for the longest. I have learned about, I've hoped for better with, and now it's time to go for it. You know what? Let's put all the worry to the side. Let's exude ourselves in the experience that we want to embody. So, to the Ace of Wands, what defines that Ace? Kind of hot in this room. What defines that Ace within this read for Gemini? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Wands for Gemini in their read. Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, we're going for it. We are moving forward. No hesitation. There's no point in debate right now. Let's just try. We got to try. Queen of Cups. I'm going to show the best, most loving and endearing version of myself. Let's see what I'm made of. I'm going to try for it. Queen of Swords. And this we know will get us in the area that we need to be. Yay, I like that. There's a lot of positive disposition in terms of your energetic output right now, Gemini, that I really like this for you, right? Either situation, because it's very either or, but one is definitely outweighing the other in terms of job opportunity versus new love interest. But either way, you're saying, no, hey, wake up. Let's go for this opportunity. Click that button. Click that button. Click that button, right? No regression. We're still pushing forward. We're still pursuing what we want to do. Okay? And so the Ace of Swords. What defines truth of my ascension challenge within this reading? Show me the Ace of Swords. Home element of Gemini in their first and last read today. To the Ace of Swords. You know what? How do I put this? Because this card gets such a bad rap, but this is actually one of the best scenarios I can see for you right now, Gemini. Death. The card is Scorpio. And this is also being recorded during Scorpio season, so also a good sign. Transformation is afoot. As one door closes, another one opens. And so at the service level, and I largely blame horror media for this, even though, you know, Halloween is very much in the spirit of the air. It's understanding that, okay, people get so caught up in death as a motion of fear, whereas in tarot, it has kind of a different meaning because it represents transformation. We cannot begin anything new until something old ends. And here, it's very much evident, whatever you've been holding on to, you started out by saying, no, I'm going for this. We're moving out of a state of kind of forced complacency to a state of absolute action. You're going for it. There's such sharp and pointed intuition, sharp and pointed intention about where we're going to be going in the very near future. Five of Swords. And I knew something like that was going to come out eventually. The notion of self-sabotage. Here, you're worried that, am I getting it right? And I would say, at least from what I've seen so far, Gemini, the more that we debate with ourselves about it, the more we're going to put ourselves into unintentional complacency. Just go for it. At least by the end, no matter how it plays out, you can say that you tried. I do not want you to miss out on this. You've been waiting too long for it to happen. Eight of Cups, the notion of walking away. That's why that Two of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Again, in order for something new to come in, something old must go out. And so that's probably why we're getting that Two of Cups vibe of a new intimate partner here. But it's also measuring in both directions. For the career-oriented Gemini that I'm seeing here, we're having a new venture that I got to risk it for the biscuit. Easiest way I could say, we have got to try for what we claim that we want and believe in. Okay, got it. It's going to be something that we've been keeping an eye on for a very long time. Don't look back. You got to try. You got to try. You got to try. For the Geminis looking towards a new opportunity with a partner, because there are intimate partner vibes now, definitely. Because I was like, why is the Eight of Cups coming out? You're leaving one relationship behind to go for another. Yeah, that's that's pretty much what I have to say in that conclusion. Is that, yeah, for something that we another potential opportunity, we're saying no, this is worth it. So what do I gotta do for myself to make sure that I'm right for that? Right. And that's why I was playing out in two directions. I'm like, what is this coming up for? Is this going to stay stagnant? No, that intimate partner element for the Gemini that I'm speaking to, where it does apply to you, you're leaving one situation behind to go to another. And that's why the decisive factor is death here of transformation of the heart, transformation of opportunity and perspective. What do we do with all of that? The Magician, the power of manifestation. Here, saying that, yes, this is indeed possible. What do I do with the opportunity that's presented to me? So, yeah, what we're looking for, we might just get. I like that for you because you're brave enough to do it now and keep that going. Ten of Cups. What defines harmony and synchronization for Gemini in their read today? Define the Ten of Cups, please, in this read. So that's the cards that we need to see today upon that Ten of Cups for Gemini in their read. Nine of Swords. Okay. And now the internal turmoil. Yeah, with this new opportunity, what we do with it is causing a lot of anxiety and stress. How so? Nine of Pentacles. What will it take to actually invest? Okay. So it's not necessarily, the intentionality of what we want. It's, can we do it? And what does it look like to be in that space for the long term? Emperor, card of Aries. We're going to override our fear. Right? The Emperor trumps a lot of things. When he puts his stamp down, boom, I said what I said, right? And here, being underneath your Ten of Cups, that's mainly addressing that Nine of Swords energy with all the anxiety, all that fear about, the notion of possibility, whatever you're hoping for, Gemini. You're saying, no, it's still worth it. I got to try. I'm going to put myself out there and do what I need to. 1 second. Forgot to turn the AC off. It was hot earlier. Just remember, tarot card readers are people too. But what was I saying? So yeah, going back to what was going on, we are not going to be afraid to try, and we're not going to be afraid to invest, and therefore we're not going to be afraid to pursue. I know it's still there. I know the anxieties, the worries, everything, but it's also there because you want this. Go for it, because at least it'll move the anxiety in a different motion. Just go through with the action. Ten of Pentacles. Show the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ten of Pentacles in this read. What defines the Ten of Pentacles for Gemini in their read today? High Priestess. Okay. And what are we saying is worth it in the grand scheme of how our life is playing out? The Sun. Yep. Putting and prioritizing our happiness first. In this deck, it's the Sun vomiting rainbows. And the Six of Cups. And still playing off of both dynamics here, because I'm still seeing a duality. For the Geminis that this is more career oriented, I'm going to remember to pursue and follow my dreams. What is the little kid in me? What did they want? What are my dreams from the past that I had to silence in order to get here? And how can they come sprinting out? For the other part, for the other portion of the collective, where this applies to a specific person as we transition from one relationship to another. No, I'm ready to do this. And I recognize the value that this new person represents to me. Let's go explore that. I have this feeling for a reason, and it's not leaving because I want to know what happiness means to me right now. Okay? To the 10 of Wands. Reveal the 10 of Wands in this reading. Show the cards that we need to see, please, upon the 10 of Wands in this journey today for Gemini. What burdens are carried? Two of Swords. Okay. Am I doing this right? Well, I just don't want, because I know this kind of came up earlier with your Five of Swords underneath your Ace of Swords, right, Gemini? Of the notion of, I don't know if I'm going to get this right. You know, so many things could go wrong. Is it even still worth it? Well, let's put it in the reverse so you'll understand why I am kind of trying to stamp that out for you real quick. If this burden was not on your back, if the opportunity was taken away from you, if this new partnership, this new exploration of the heart, depending on which Gemini I'm talking to, because it's still either or right now, if it wasn't there, where would you be? Where would we be? And so we're carrying this because we understand it has a significance, it has a possibility for us, but it also has a lesson laden within it, right? That's the bigger purpose. So do we understand everything and why it's there right now? No. But also, hey, if it is there, why not go for it? What are we gaining by doing nothing? Devil, card of Capricorn. Yeah. And so if we just have the weight on our back for no apparent reason, I mean, it doesn't really make us stronger. It just makes us more stressed. What do we do with the opportunity that's presented to us? Will we keep it as all potential energy and none of it kinetic, none of it in motion? Or will we actually change it into something positive for us? Three of Wands, the expectation of the horizon, because the possibility is very much here. It all depends on what we want to do with it. Lastly, to the 10 of Swords, would have sharply made conclusions for Gemini in their read. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. Upon that 10 of Swords for Gemini in their read today. Strength, the card of Leo. That there's a lot of me internally that has yet to show through. I am stronger than I thought I was. I am more equipped to deal with problems as they stand than I thought I was. I need to give myself more credit in order to accomplish the things that I want. Whether that be for the collective of the Gemini portion who would say, hey, this new opportunity, this new venture, I gotta go for it. I'm not gonna give up on this dream. Or the other part that say, let's try for this new relationship. I'm stepping out of whatever dynamic I was from before into now. Let's explore that. I have it within me to be brave enough to see what the world has to offer. Next, King of Wands. I can do right. I can do what is right. No matter what that looks like for me at this point, we're going to find out, but I'm well equipped to handle it. Four of Swords. So relax. The bigger lesson here being, what's going to be will be. But as long as I can say I'm okay with me throughout the entire process, yeah, it's still worth it. Underneath it all, the world. And one cycle completely shuts out as another one begins. The notion of transformation. I don't think, as an aside, Gemini, I don't think that butterflies can necessarily see their wings until they leave chrysalis. Right? I don't. And it's a very poetic way of saying you won't know who you are or what you'll have until you get there, until you try. For whatever you're going for, yeah, something is finally closing out for other things to open. Understand that, and let's run with it. Define their major arcana strewn across the table for Gemini in their read today. We first look at the Empress. What is the highest version of self saying to us? Show us the cards that we see, please, for Gemini in their read. Again, this is a very beautiful read. After such a long time waiting, well then, what does this actually look like for you? Four of Wands. again, that's probably why that intimate partner bond was kept on showing up. But I don't purely read this as just a intimate partner reading, Gemini. Please do understand. Regardless, one interpretation. I am going to have the best home, the best safety and comfort and boundaries within me. This is going to be had by exploring what I want with the opportunity in front of me. One being, if it is a job or career oriented, no, I am the right person for it. I've waited long enough for this. We're going to put in that application. I don't care what anybody got to say about it. The other, I'm going to try for this new relationship. I'm going to try for this new person. What does that mean to me now? Okay, next we have Death, the card Scorpio. Hierophant, card Taurus. And so to believe so firmly and so honestly that the path forward involves death and transformation means to say, no, we're okay with leaving what was not serving us behind. We're okay now. We can do it. I know it doesn't feel right now, but it will. Next to the Emperor. King of Swords. And my decision is final. I'm not going to let my anxieties, because again, that was coupled earlier upon that Ten of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. I'm not going to let my anxieties override what I want to do. I'm going to go for whatever I set my intentionality to be, and I'm going to let all the fire and all the life inside of me flourish. Next, to the Sun. Three of Wands. Being so happy and expecting of the horizon. This energy is here for a reason. I want to explore that. I want to see what life has to offer me. To the High Priestess. Eight of Wands. Direct communication. And so with that new opportunity, Gemini, we're going to reach out and say, here I am. Right. No fear. No fear. Just results. And for the collective that is more leaning towards an intimate partner bonding, well, yeah, time for us to go talk to that person. What do we got to lose? Next, what defines the Devil, the card of Capricorn? Two of Wands, intentionality, right. If we do not speak clearly what we want, or if we half-step or just do things without a full-blown intentionality or full-blown purpose, we're going to get half-written results. Right. And that's why the burden is here with that Two of Swords and that Three of Wands, Gemini, all coupling with that Devil. It says we better be serious about what we're aiming for, because the opportunity is now presenting itself. What are we going to go do with it? And so the Strength, the card of Leo, the Emperor, pops out again. I have the ability to make a choice that's going to change the rest of my life. No running away this time. Let's do it in the best way that we know how to. Okay? Resolution. Reveal cards of resolution upon this read. What's held in space of resolution upon the journey today for Gemini and their read? Oh. Page of Wands, optimism. Even at the base level, we may not have all the answers, but we do have an answer. The happiness and all the optimism that we feel of right now, it's there for a reason. Let's explore that. What else do we need to please upon the read today? Six of Pentacles, a long-term investment. And once I put one foot in front of the other, what will that look like 1 day from now, 1 week from now, 1 month from now, 1 year from now, one opportunity from now, right? We won't know until we get there, but at least we can say we're brave enough right now that we gotta go try. Underneath it all, Page of Cups. The smallest level of happiness is giving us all the hints that we need to pursue a new world in front of us. What do we see in our read today, Gemini? Two directions, both spelling out the same result. Part of the collective saying, I'm aiming for a new career-based opportunity, something I've been keeping my eye on for a while. Time to go for it, right? Almost like we're sprinting at it at this point. The other part of the collective saying, I'm going for a new relationship. I might have to leave somebody or something behind, but I'm at this point okay with that because I understand that's what it would take if I do value this new person in the way that I'm saying. In either direction, it still spells out the same thing of a Gemini who is brave, right? of somebody who has been waiting for a while to be right with themselves before they can take that leap. And so, as this new cycle begins, we remind ourselves every day of why things are worth it. Let them be that worth it. Yeah, when we make the decision, no looking back, just future progress. Okay. I hope this conversation helped, Gemini. That's why all I see in your read today. And yeah, go for it. Sometimes it is that simple. I'll see you around. Okay. Take care.